time, we're going to go back to looking at a square root function. So f of x is square root of x, our basic parent function, and g of x is now equal to -2 times the square root of x plus 1. So let's break down our transformations. So we have a negative here, which it's on the outside. It's outside, not inside the radical with x. So that's going to reflect over the x-axis. The next thing I come to is this 2, again on the outside. That affects vertical. So this is a vertical stretch by 2. Finally, followed by a positive 1 on the inside. So it's inside the radical with x, which means it's affecting horizontal. So horizontal translation, left. Because it's positive, it's going to the left by 1. All right, so reflecting over x, that means that our shape that was kind of a half a parabola up above the x-axis is now going to be below the x-axis. We're stretching vertically, so we're getting closer to the vertical axis, so it seems like it's going to be a little fatter. And then we've translated left by 1. We haven't moved up or down, but we have translated left by 1. Again, our original parent function is in red and our new function is in blue. You can see that it is stretched a little towards the y-axis. It's kind of gotten a little fatter. We have translated over to the left by 1. Our point that was at 0, 0 here is now at -1, 0. And of course, we've done that reflection. So instead of going up towards positive infinity in the y direction, we're headed towards negative infinity. All right, so let's graph that. So we know we've got a point at 0, 0, or I'm sorry, at 0, -2, and a point at -1, 0 on our new graph. We had a point at -1, 0. That's our starting point now, and we did cross the y-axis at -2. So our graph looks something like this. All right. Let's talk domain and range. Our domain has changed because we have shifted our graph. So now our domain is x is greater than or equal to -1. We have not moved up or down though, so our y is still going to start at 0, but this time because we're reflected, we're not headed towards positive infinity. We're not greater than 0. We're less than 0 always. So we're going to be less than or equal to 0 for our range.